Hi, welcome to Wednesdays with White Pepper. I'm JohnT. I'm the sous chef here at White Pepper, and this will be my 5th season. We'll be doing some videos on behind the scenes and kind of what we do and why we do it. Today we're gonna go over building a charcuterie board. It's something you can put out at parties. If you do it right, it stands out and it can look really great. So first I want to talk about levels. That's the one thing we focus on at White Pepper is levels in our charcuterie boards. It really helps it stand out. But first of all, I'm going to put down some parchment paper. It helps protect your board. You know, we do a lot of pickled beets, pickled products. It helps your board from getting stained and makes clean up a lot easier. Height and color variation are also super important. You want to provide contrast for your eyes, for different vessels, different textures, that kind of thing. We use a lot of wood and metal. And when it comes down to it, I'll be putting things that are color contrasting as well in these different containers. So I'm not going to put a white sauce in a white bowl. Things like that are really important to keep in mind. In the Pacific Northwest, we have some great access to wonderful produce, and we are in the swing of it. Full-on produce season is just starting, and really looking forward to working with some wonderful products and wonderful farms. We have some beautiful broccoli rabe here. I feel like crudité is one of the things a lot of people forget to put out. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables on the shark board. It doesn't just have to be meat and cheese. If you put these other items in, you get a lot of great flavor contrast, sweet and fresh and bright and green and all these wonderful flavors. We go ahead and use some fresh herbs as a garnish just to fill a little more space. Next up, I'm gonna start in on our pickles. We pickle all of our pickles in-house at White Pepper. All right, this is looking pretty good. I'm just gonna go over some of the things that I've placed on the board to talk about them a little bit. Just some basic zucchini here. This first one I put out was watermelon radish. Beautiful color contrast. Here's our house pickled onions. This is our chow chow pickle. It's a turmeric heavy pickle. This one's my favorite of our pickles. I'm going to place some endive up here as well. Again, going for those like the height, so important. Baby rainbow carrots back here. Looks like this is a cara orange. And just some Honeycrisp apple on the back here. Some little bit of grapes. Rosemary for garnish, sage for garnish. And then there's some snap peas hidden over here. So I'm going to start placing these meats. We use Olympia Provisions. It's a local meat purveyor. They do really great hard salamis in large and small format. This is some mortadella. It's another Olympic Provisions product. It's got some back fat and some pistachios in it. It's really great. So nothing is set in stone. So I'm gonna move some stuff around and tweak it a little bit just because I don't really like where things are set right now. And I'm gonna hopefully make myself a little better space. I'll place this chorizo over here next to the chow chow because these two flavors will pair well together. It also will pair well with the pickled onions. All right, I'm gonna move on to some of the sauces. I'm probably gonna put some of the sauces around because I've filled up a lot of the space on my board and I really like where it's at now. This is our house-made romesco. It's a roasted red pepper and almond sauce. Some just stone ground mustard, which goes well with pretty much any of the meats on the board. I have some space, a little bit of pockets. I'm gonna go back through now and fill these spaces in with even more color contrast. So I'm gonna put some cherry tomatoes on here to just provide extra little pops of color. And finally, I'm gonna finish up with some bread. The bread is from locally. It's from Grano Bakery. We use them as a source for all of our bread products, including buns for Burger Thursday. So I'm gonna go over kind of my placement again and why I've put things places and how it pairs well with other things. The Fino Chiano from Olympia Provisions is pretty generic. It goes well with lots of other things on the board. Our house summer squash pickles placed next to the drunken goat cheese, which go very well together. The sharp white cheddar next to the mortadella, which go well together. The chorizo next to the pickled chow chow, and then the colors too. You can see that I've really broken up a lot of my colors with contrasting colors. All right, so we're going to take was on the big board, and we're going to break it down, make it a little more approachable, making more something that you would serve to 2 people, date night, things like that, much more approachable. I'm going to start with the vegetables again, the fruit and the vegetables, just to fill a little bit of space, so you don't have too much empty space on the board. We're going to utilize as much space as possible. Again, creating my own levels by utilizing what's already on the board, what I'm placing, to make it look real nice. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to use some brie instead of some of the other cheeses that we had on the other board, because it's something that you can find at the store easily. And then I'm going to top it with some house-made preserves. You can use any nice fruit preserve with the brie. It really brightens it, changes it up a little bit. And again, using Olympia Provision products. The meats. Bring some olives in just to provide another nice little levels. Again, the contrasting colors. And then I'm going to save a little room for bread on my board, just as some sliced baguette again from Grant Bakery. And there you have it. Smaller, simple board, much more approachable, using less product, easier for you to do at home.